What's up, guys? My name is Scott Brogan. I'm a truck driver, got my own truck, got my own business, and just kind of talking about the ELD mandate, what it means for everybody. I mean, you can watch all those videos on the details of it, and how it applies to your what you're currently doing, and how difficult is it, guys coming from paper logs. um, you know if you're with a fleet, it's different. You're probably already on electronic logs. Anyway, all the details are specified in those videos. You want to watch that or whatever. I just want to go over the problems I have with it. I don't even do paper logs. I haven't done paper logs since I was with the company. So, I mean, for you old school guys, and obviously for you guys that like to cheat your law books and drive longer than the government says that you can be driving, for you guys, probably sucks. I'm a younger guy, so like I'm into technology. I use my phone, and even a lot of the older guys that I see out here are moving to the electronic logs as well, just using your phone or tablet or whatever else. I have no problem. I have no problem with using electronic devices. I don't even have a problem with it hooking up to my engine. I don't have a problem with that. My problem is this. Every time the government, the DOT, the whatever, somebody gets a hair up their ass and says, oh, well, they keep passing all these laws against us. Laws, all these laws against us. And a lot of the blame seems to be on the truck driver. Anytime there's any kind of accidents, or anytime anything happens, it's always the truck driver. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what's going on. And so all these laws keep coming at us. In my home state of California, you guys know that have been to California, it's a nightmare for truckers. California has no idea about the trucking industry and what it takes to be a trucker. The speed limits, oh my god, it's a nightmare. And then all the now the compliance with the DEF systems and the clean air idle and all that stuff. All of these things, including this new ELD mandate, it kind of makes sense in a way. In other ways, it doesn't. I'm not going to get into the specifics. What my problem is that every time they get a hair up their ass about something that they want to change about our trucks, it's at our expense. We're the ones paying for it. You're passing these laws, and you're telling us now we have to fork out all this money, And, I mean, the government has their hand out for everything. I mean, every time I turn around, they got their hand out asking for money. Give me some money. You have to pay $500 a year as a truck driver with your own truck, with your own business or whatever. You have to pay $500 a year just for the pleasure of being a truck driver. That's it. And that's not even including the taxes. The taxes, you get raped at the end of the year. You don't get, obviously, guys that have been doing their tax for a long time, you don't get tax refunds anymore. That's the thing of the past. You have to save your taxes aside and pay at the end of the year, and they really rake you over the coals with taxes. And like I said, $500 a year for nothing. Just because they feel lucky. Give me $500 just for the pleasure of being a truck driver. And then, like I said, the California legal stuff, for me, it affects me because my home is California, so I have to get all this stuff. I currently have a truck. And I'm in the process of doing it right now, of making it California legal at my expense. Thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Now with this new ELD mandate, like I said, I have no problem with it. I got no problem with being hooked up to the engine. I'm not the type of driver to drive over my hours or drive anywhere near my hours. I just take it easy out here. Driving is my life. So I have no problem with them doing that. Other guys will disagree, completely. I don't like that it's just this infiltration of privacy, of what I'm doing. I don't like it. I don't like this form of control everybody's trying to put on truck drivers at all. That's obviously my only gripe is the the fact that we have to fork out all this money to put hardware on our trucks that we didn't even want. And then also that, that they're trying to get inside of our trucks. I mean, what's next? Cameras in here? Cameras inside my truck? Watching everything I do? Come on. I mean, at least if you're going to force every single commercial motor vehicle in the entire country to get up to date with all these new technologies and new hardware and software and whatever, that put out some kind of a plan to give us a discount when we install this stuff in our truck. I'm sorry to be irate about it, but it just really pisses me off. This is my money. I work hard. I don't know what kind of money you think us truck drivers make, but we work really hard. We work really hard, and we don't get paid as much as you think. Especially if you got a wife and kids, a family and everything to support. We don't make that much money. Especially, and I'm talking as a guy that has his own thing going on. I'm not talking about the guys that work for the big companies. Guys that work for the big companies, they are seriously like slaves. And you're trying to take our money away at every turn. And so, like I said, if you're gonna force us to get this ELD mandate, work with these shops that are gonna install this stuff in our trucks. Don't just think about the big trucking companies. Think about us guys, the true Americans that have our own business, that have our own truck. Think about us. Give us a little discount, a little help. If you're gonna force this hardware on us, talk to these shops out here. Say, hey, make it cheaper for us to do this. And I'm using Big Road, the Big Road app for my logs. I don't do, like I said, I don't do paper logs anymore. But now I got to get the ELD edition, which is something that needs to be installed into my truck, and then I have to pay a monthly fee on top of that. And it's just not right. It's not right. I mean, at least, okay, here's an idea. I just thought of it right now. How about take it off of our friggin' taxes? Give us a tax exemption, some kind of tax break, because I have to install this stuff on my truck. Not just the typical write-off. Like, really help us out, man. You keep just jabbing us, and we're the only one that feels the pain. We're the only one that feels the pinch. You guys don't feel anything. All you do is sit around in your offices thinking up new laws for us. And it's really starting to get on my nerves. I'm sure it is for a lot of truck drivers. For them, they want to do their paper logs. This is the way we've been doing it for a long time. They don't even want to give that up. But if you're going to force us to do this stuff against our will, then at least give us some kind of a tax break or some kind of a discount, to help us out a little bit. My final note, I'm just going to say, California, seriously, get your head out of your ass. Get your head out of your ass. You're just too strict on truckers. You are. That's all I'm going to say. That's my final note for this discussion. So I kept it simple. I want to let everyone know, get off of our back. Leave us alone. We don't deserve this. We don't deserve this constant nagging. Oh, I mean, no, it couldn't be the cars. It couldn't be these crazy cars out here that are causing a lot of the accidents. The ones that keep cutting us off. When we get over left, we try and get back over right. They cut us off in the right. When we can barely see them, and they're going like 90 miles an hour, cutting us off. It couldn't be that, could it? No. Anyway, so that's my take on it. I hope somebody listens to this. Somebody realizes that we need a little bit of break here. You're forcing us to take this ELD mandate. You're forcing us to adhere to all these laws where extra things have to go on my truck, and thousands of dollars. I don't have the money for this. Nobody does. So, yeah, think about that.